3, 2, 1, action. Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want. Welcome back, everyone. 2021. We're fully in the 20s now. Do you think now we're gonna start referring it to like, you know, in 21?
Oh yeah, back in 21.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is 2020 felt so long that when I say it back in 2019, it feels like 5 years ago.
It does.
That's
It
true.
feels 5 years ago instead of 2 years ago.
We're in the roaring 20s.
Dude, just saying like back in 18 is pretty cool too.
Back in 19.
18, man, yeah, you know how it was.
I think the last pandemic was around 19,
It was
13,
19,
19,
right?
yeah,
The
around
Spanish flu thing?
1915, whatever.
I don't know.
We're in a matrix. It just keeps repeating over and over. Like, oh, the cycle finished. Do it again.
True. What do you think is gonna happen in the next 100 years?
Aliens!
Well.
That's already happening.
What's going on with aliens?
Oh, we're gonna talk about that later.
Oh, but Tiff, I want to know now. Can we just talk about it a little bit?
Tune in later.
No, you're gonna tune in later. You gotta wait.
I want to see an alien. But I'll tune in later for that.
Do you guys
kind of
have
alien?
any like New Year's resolutions for this year? Or any?
Ugh, I hate whenever people talk about.
Me
Okay, what about goals or?
You don't like goals?
That's why I didn't
No,
respond
I
to the
love
coffee.
goals. I just don't
hate
see them
it.
as resolutions.
What's a resolution?
Well, I guess you don't have to make it so resolution sounding, but like, do you have any like? I want to put on pants this year. Like, is there just like things I want to do
Pants, not
or I
doing
need
that.
to do?
Can we look at the definition of a resolution?
Isn't it like how many pixels are on a screen?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
I want at least 2,000.
What did you find?
okay.
Clear picture.
So a resolution is a firm decision to do or not to do something.
Oh, that's what it means.
All right.
A
what-
formal expression of opinion or intention agreed on by a legislative body, committee, or other formal meeting, typically after taking a vote. Yeah, because I was thinking that part, like the more of a, I heard it in politics and lawmaking. Yeah.
The reason why I hate it is because I'm always like all talk. Like I just hate that about myself.
You know what I hate about promises? I don't keep them.
Yeah, to myself. I don't keep them to myself.
Let's get rid of promises.
So I'm like, fuck. I'm always like, that's why January 1st, I'm like, oh, here we go again.
Oh my God, that's dark.
I'm gonna tell myself I'm gonna do some shit.
So you already resoluted to break your resolution, so you actually won.
No, yeah, but I always try. But
I don't like the concept of it because I feel like if you have the desire, why do you have to wait? Because what if I had a New Year resolution at January 3rd? I have to wait till 2022, January 1 to me to do a fucking
Legally, yes.
resolution.
Legally, yes.
Pointed it. That's my problem with it. Is that why is it gotta be? If you're a goal setter and you're a goal person, you should always have goals. You have goals that you're like, you have your 5-year goal, you have your 1-year goal, you have your couple months goal. Why do you have to wait till January 1st?
It's for non-goals people, Nikki. It's for people who.
But they break it anyway.
I know, but not necessarily. Hopefully.
What you gotta do is reprogram your habits, not the goals. If you're a type of person that can't keep your goals, you gotta just change your habits. And people don't focus on their habits enough.
It's also because on New Year's Eve, you're supposed to get so fucking
Fuck
drunk
yeah.
and fucked up that you're.
You wanna change your life?
Yeah, you're laying in a gutter or a dumpster somewhere,
like, this
and then you're
consumption's
like,
gotta change.
yeah, how did I end up here? Okay, these are my resolutions.
So Bart on one sip of wine.
Yes. Yeah.
And Joe just smelling alcohol.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your New Year's resolution, Joe?
Be lazy.
I didn't drink enough.
Oh, I gotta do more.
What's yours since you brought it up?
true.
I think this year, since we are making the big move, like to Vegas, I just want to have a lot of fun times with our family.
It looks like you're reading off a script. I just wanna have a lot of fun time. I have a gun under the table, and I'm like, you better spend more time with this motherfucker.
Does that mean you weren't having fun?
No, because like 2020.
Yeah.
So
He added the family part to it.
No, because 2020, you know, we couldn't really go that many places. I'm not. My eyes are wandering here, but I'm not reading anything. So in 2020, all of us couldn't really go that many places, and also Taika wasn't at the age where he can like explore and enjoy things. So he's finally at the age where he can like talk now. If we have a campfire, I know he's gonna stay away from it. So next year, because we are going to be in a place where there's like Nevada's right in between Utah and like a lot of cool states.
Party time.
Like I
USA.
want to do a lot of like camping, a lot of like road trips, like that kind of stuff. So kind of all the outdoor stuff that I feel like I missed out on this year, I want to do like with the family.
So your New Year's resolution is basically be outdoors more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dude, that's the sickest New Year's resolution. I just want to have fun.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah.
I like the idea of a resolution where it gets me to focus on something different for each year. So then, like, you know, you're not just aimlessly just churning the wheel nonstop, and then you take a moment to go like, this year I just want to focus on this, and it doesn't always have to be like this, like, I gotta fucking lose weight or work at something.
That's why I have my weird systems of colors and numbers. That already takes care of it.
It's kind of like being Zuckerberg and wearing the same shirt every day, or like one of those, or whatever. Yeah,
I've been
job or
doing
whatever.
that. I've been doing that.
Yeah, he's definitely wearing the same hat every day.
Same shirt, same hat.
Good for you, man.
Well,
I like
the
that.
thing
Is like if you compliment Steve and you're like, "That's a good look for you," he just will wear it every day,
Wear it forever.
which is great because it looks good on him. But this is his 2021 look.
You look like you trade stocks.
Thank you.
You look good in hats. A lot
Yeah.
of there's some people don't.
Dad hat.
I
I mean,
actually
it
just
matches
like
his
it.
dad clothes.
Thank you. I like it. This is my football teams, and I just actually am just comfortable in hats now.
I like that style hat on you.
Yeah, dad hat.
This style, he looks New England.
Stick to dad hats.
New England?
He looks New England.
I'm not drunk.
He looks like he's a super rich fucking tech guy that's trying to tone it down.
He's Silicon Valley or New England dad that likes sports.
Or a poker player if he had sunglasses on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, where the sunglasses
Are we
at?
complimenting him too much? Is it too much complimenting?
No, he needs it.
He's like an athlete enthusiast. He likes watching athletic things, and he's
do.
a jock, but a former jock.
No, he looks like someone you don't want to talk sports with if you don't know enough about sports.
Right.
Oh, I hate those guys actually.
That's what you look like. Oh.
That's
No.
Well, they're
He's,
like,
he's
they-
not. He's a guy that knows a lot about sports because he gambles, not because he's into sports so much that he's fighting over stuff at the bar.
That's pretty true.
I don't gamble on sports.
Yeah, you do. Fantasy football's kind of a gamble.
It
Yeah.
is kind of a gamble, I guess, but it's like.
But we're talking about the image. We're not talking about the true Steve.
I guess it's not a gamble if you never win.
Damn.
Damn.
Ooh.
You have not won a single championship.
I know.
I won a championship. It was 10 years ago, but still.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, so what are the kind of people that sound like they don't like know?
No, like you can get stuck sometimes talking to sports people who know way too much about sports.
You know every single stat of everything from football related.
I think I hate myself is all I'm saying. There you go. There you
Well,
go.
good thing I love you.
I'll take it. How about that Bitcoin though, huh?
Here we go.
Bang bang bang.
It's Eminem for her, Bitcoin for you.
Eminem, what are we talking about? Eminem?
I brought it up on purpose so we wouldn't talk about Bitcoin.
Porno for me.
Yeah.
I saw a porno store.
You saw a porno store?
Huge one.
Did you go in?
I took a picture outside of it because there was a beautiful mural on the side.
What was it?
And then there was creepy guys with one hand in their pocket walking inside. So I was like, nope.
Can you eat indoors in Las Vegas?
Yep.
But you're gonna say, can you eat inside the porn store? I was like, what?
Remember when we went to Vegas like 10 years ago and we were filming and then we ran into the Elvis and then the Elvis was giving us recommendations for different strip clubs with good buffets?
Yeah.
They have buffets at strip clubs.
Did you follow his recommendation?
No, we're like, why would we go to a strip club to eat at a buffet? I'll go to the Circus for that.
What if it was
Giving advice.
super bomb and you just judged this Elvis guy and he knew exactly what he was talking about?
Yeah.
It was during a time when we were so broke we couldn't afford a lap dance.
Can you really just judge an Elvis guy though? I think.
He probably wouldn't know where the good strip clubs are out
Yeah.
of all the people in Vegas.
Exactly.
It's either cab drivers or the Elvis guy at the Elvis sign.
Or the guys with the. Oh yeah, those are cab drivers too, huh?
And I think at that time we were in our uncle's costumes, so you saw an Elvis and two.
That's funny.
How dare you fucking judge him?
Yeah, I know.
How dare you judge that poor man making a living and you guys looking like
He was probably judging them.
Dude, there's no guy in an Elvis costume watching this right now.
Elvis guy is in his costume right now being like, I remember when I was walking around Vegas with these two guys in uncle costumes. Fucking didn't know anything.
I love how he knew that they were uncles though. Like how does he know they're uncles?
He's a fan.
He's been watching JK since the start.
Have you guys seen the new Animaniacs reboot?
What?
You didn't know?
Animaniacs.
Oh no, it's back in my
It's
head.
gonna be in your head forever now.
Wait.
That is cute and yakko yaks. did.
So yeah, it's back and it's actually pretty dope.
I remember this one.
Yeah.
Wait, is it reruns or they're doing a new one?
All the reruns are also on Hulu, but they did a reboot. And there's like, I don't know.
Remember the pigeons, the good fellows, the good feathers?
Oh,
Any of those
yeah,
characters.
Because the reference, right? The reference, they don't get it.
Yeah, it's all old 90s jokes, but
bitch.
so the only characters still left are Pinky and the Brain. But you get kind of sick of it because they're in every single episode. So it's too much Pinky and the Brain.
One is the genius, the other's insane. They
And
try
I don't
to
know.
rule the world. There's something. It's Pinky and the Brain. You know what? Pinky used to piss me off.
Me too. He's,
I'm like, how can you be so stupid?
he always
And
ruins
I was like,
Brain's plan.
Brain, why are you even his friend if you're so smart? You're fucking dumb, bro.
Yep.
Well, there's a conspiracy that, you know, they say
They gay?
one's a genius and the other's insane, that it's actually Pinky that's the genius. And he's ruining this guy's plans for world domination.
Because he's saving the world.
Saving the world.
Oh.
And the other
theory.
guy's brain's insane. He
Where
wants
did you find this theory?
you know, message boards. Don't ask me, Gio. Like, I got a life.
You know what?
I got a life.
Today's sponsor is Upstart. Thank you very much, because Upstart is something I wish I had when I was in college. I graduated with like 40 grand in debt, and this was credit card debt, the worst debt of all, baby. Like 16% APR, that's just every single year. I'm only paying the interest, meaning like I'm not even chipping away at that debt. And I wish I had something like this to just consolidate everything and put it into one thing and be able to like pay off my debt much faster, because during that time what I had to do is I had to sign up with other credit card companies that had 0 APR and do it that way. But Upstart made it super simple for everyone to get rid of their debt.
So if you've been avoiding your debt, it's time to confront it. Upstart can help you face it and finally pay it off. Last year showed us that you never know what life is going to throw at you, and if you use credit cards to pay for unexpected expenses, it can be overwhelming to manage. That debt. Take control with Upstart so you know exactly what to expect. If you have multiple credit cards like Joe did, you know that tracking multiple balances, due dates, and website logins can be stressful. Upstart makes things simple with one monthly payment in one place.
Upstart is the fast and easy way to get a personal loan to pay off your debt, all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get a simple fixed monthly payment. Upstart finds smarter rates with trusted partners because they assess more than just your credit score. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate up front, your loans from $1,000 to $50,000. Oh my God, that would have helped me. You can get approved the same day and can receive funds as fast as one business day. If debt is taking over your life, it's time to get a fresh start with Upstart.
So find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/offtherecord. That's upstart.com/offtherecord. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/offtherecord. Thank you so much, Upstart, for sponsoring Off the Record.
Get rid of that debt. Oh, that was a New Year's resolution for me. 2020 is get rid of that debt. No debt, no debt, no debt.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Nice.
That was,
Oh, sick.
it was crazy too, because I had about, full disclosure, about $125,000 that I owed.
Oh, shit.
That's why I started laughing.
Oh, 'cause
You know the reasons why,
I sure do.
motherfucker. I'm a gambler, baby.
Proud of it.
We're proud of you, man. We're proud.
How did you do it?
So-
if you don't mind disclosing.
With Upstart.
No, I mean, like, how did he get the 125 in the first place?
I had that, and then it was a mixture of personal loans and a bunch of other things. And then, so I actually had the money, and I had more coming along the way, because I just kept working my ass off and saving and whatever, right? But I was paying like the minimum on it because I was afraid that I wouldn't continue making the same amount of money. But then I called, well, long story short, I was talking to my buddy, the Mushroom King, and he was looking at my situation and he was like, oh, it's a psychological issue. It's not a money issue. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? And he goes, well, you're so burnt from being in debt for so much that you can probably pay this off in like 3 months.
Wow.
But you are reluctant to chipping away at that because you want this reservoir of money. But he goes, if you think about it though, the interest that you're building every month, that's thousands of dollars. So you could just wipe this out and be confident that money is coming. So now you got to project how much is coming. And then I calculated and I was like, yeah. And then I offset my expenses and did a lot of other things. I cut my expenses and did a lot of other things. And then, he was right. It was basically how I was looking at it. I could have done it already, but my mind was preventing me to not doing it because I've been in debt for most of my life. So like, and some of it was good debt, meaning like it was debt because I was investing or other things. So I never saw it as a bad thing until I caught myself in a bad situation because I didn't factor in this calculation when I went into an investment. So without getting too complicated, the way that you can, you get taxed is you get taxed on your profits. What I was doing is I thought investing into something, I would be able to write this off, meaning like it would balance out. But the thing that I put my money into was not a tax write-off. So that's
for goddamn sure.
That's for sure. Right?
You legend. You're a legend,
stupid,
dude.
right?
You're a fucking legend, bro.
But I'm fine and I'm on top. So that's the beauty of it all. Is I went to hell and back.
Hell yeah,
and
dude.
I recovered. Yes.
Hey, that's hard
And
work.
that's 2020,
bro.
and I did it in 3 months.
Yeah, you did
when
good.
I could have
You did
done
really
it
good.
when I was holding on to that for about a year.
You did
So
good.
2019, I was like,
Paid way extra in interest.
yup.
Dang.
No, actually, it occurred in 2019. Oh no, 2018 on to 19. And
You mean
then it
18
was-
and 19?
Yeah, it was 2018, 2019, and then 2020 was cleared out. First 3 months. Yeah.
I laugh because I just think you're the fucking man, dude. I just think that it's so funny how hard you go on shit sometimes. Like, I love it. It's something that I think is great about you.
Go hard or go home,
Yeah,
baby.
it's beautiful.
Do you have any going hard plans for this year?
In different ways. So what I realized is, for me, I just love the adrenaline rush from risk, right? And that's what makes me a gambler. But the things that I do sometimes have dire consequences, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, which I can get the same fulfillment.
Dire consequences from heavy risk? That's crazy.
You'd be surprised, yeah.
Well, what I realize is I rather break an arm than lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I get the same enjoyment from going downhill extremely fast on a mountain bike or like snowboarding. It's just that during those years, I had to get my fix somehow because I wasn't doing
Those things.
So that outlet manifested in gambling in risky investments versus now I get my fulfillment elsewhere. Like I can go snowboarding with my buddies or whatever. So then I was like, oh shit, it's a fraction of the cost and then I can do it pretty safe, relatively safe. Like there is risk to injury, but I'm not pushing my limit to the point where it's too much, right?
Yeah.
Whereas money, my threshold is higher. My limit is like, I will push it until I lose everything. Whereas in extreme sports,
Is he a legend or what? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Holy
You're
What
the
a fucking
legend.
rock star.
Yeah.
but I won't do that with extreme sports, right? I'll look at something and I'll assess it and I go, that's too scary. So I'll get the same enjoyment, but not risking so much.
That makes sense.
'Cause
You,
it's
you only
like-
need a little bit to get that
Yeah.
same fulfillment.
Yeah, whereas money, on the other hand, there's no limit. If I had $1 million, I'll risk it all. And I would have that, and I'll go, that was amazing.
You're like all in. Why did you do that? You had a 6 and a 2 off suit.
Right, but I'll do stupid things like that, and I was like, well, which one has a bigger consequence? I'd rather just do the snowboarding and stuff, and I get the same joy, excitement, the rush.
Good for you. Holy fuck. So now that you're fully paid off, are you doing Dave Ramsey method or what?
No, I mean, like, I already had, so it was also perspective, right? Like, you're getting in an investment in for the past year now, like, you're using an investment like an investor. I'm looking at it as a casino.
As a gambler.
Because I already have an IRA, meaning a retirement fund, I already have a lot of like stocks, like blue chip company stocks. I already have that covered, right? And that's like half of my money already. So I felt safe. Everything else, I'm like, everything else.
It's like play money.
It's play money.
I see.
But the consequences is hundreds of thousands of dollars. So then when I look at it, I go, shit, I could have been let rent free for the next 20 years. Why the fuck did I do that? And then I'm like, that was kind of dumb. and I don't like feeling that way.
But now that you're safe, do you feel like an itch that you need to risk it all again?
No, because I have
Snowboarding.
Or going snowboarding?
I have my fulfillment elsewhere.
If you saw all of us at the craps table and we're like, we're going in.
He's going in for
he's
sure.
going in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but what I realize is I get the same excitement with a couple $1,000s at the craps table and with hundreds of thousands of dollars elsewhere. I get the same excitement. So then I'm like, I didn't have to do that.
Is it because it's cash? And you see, like, because cash always feels like more money than like when you're in the electronically
definitely,
sending
yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Like-
it's like $200 is like wow.
Yeah, I don't want to lose
Cash.
200.
Like just holding tens of thousands of dollars cash has more of an effect than looking at a bank account with
Yeah.
zeros psychologically.
Yeah.
Like most people would be like, that's fucking ridiculous. I'd rather have 10 zeros behind that one. It makes sense, but the emotional effect that you get from like seeing this
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, this is fucking crazy, right? Versus like maybe just numbers.
Yeah.
So I think it was more of that, just changing my perspective on things.
So I'm not really risky like that, but I gotta say that one day I do want to genuinely do this. Take like 10 grand and bet it on like the fucking Super Bowl, and just sit there and have the greatest fucking game or worst of my life.
From the beginning of the Super Bowl or from before we even know who's in the Super Bowl?
Ooh, no, yeah, I have to know who's in the Super Bowl so that I got a fair shot.
That sounds epic. I think you should do it.
Yeah.
I think
It
you
is,
should
but
fucking do it.
To me, it's all relative, right? Like if you're a millionaire, that's like
Yeah.
gambling $5.
True.
So that's why.
Give a percentage then.
Yeah.
Give a percentage. Go percentage.
Because for
Yeah.
me, I'm like 80% gambling my life,
shit.
and then 20% is
Fucking
like what I
rockstar.
have.
Holy God.
So that's why I gotta stop doing that.
Wow.
So 2021, I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.